How was your piss? I told you guys that for Valentine's Day, Tiana and I cooked pasta, right? Every time I've peed since then, it has literally smelt like that pasta. That shit has coated my entire urine. So it's kind of cool. Like, it smells good, which is rare. But yeah, that's how that piss went.
So now we have the basic recipe for how to create a Memphis rap sigil. Murder somebody, record it, chop up the audio and sample it.
Oh, hold on, I
Return to
gotta
the
take
murder
notes.
scene, rap with your
Jesus.
buddies over the murder beat, put it on a mixtape, sigil created. Sell the mixtape, people listen to it, sigil charged, profit. Wait, what? Hey guys,
That's
my
easy
name
to
is
follow.
Tuv, and today we will be talking about the most demonic song on the internet. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're almost at 700,000 subscribers.
Damn!
Yeah,
Pop it
insane,
off.
man. It's kind of overwhelming, but at the same time, it's like it's awesome. And I'm not gonna make a super long intro this time. Let's get straight into the topic. So I want to give credit to Song Theory over on TikTok for making a popular TikTok
Prime
on
Lady.
this matter. And someone actually tagged me in the comments. Sorry, I don't remember who it was, and I couldn't find your comment. But someone tagged me. They're like, "Yo, Tuv, this is perfect for your channel." And yeah, it is.
I also just
wanna
realized
give
I've been
a big
saying
shout out
Tuv
to
instead of
Shidoger,
Tuv.
I think that's how you pronounce it. Over
Sorry,
on the
man.
Iceberg Charts subreddit. Yes, I'm talking about icebergs. No. We're not making another iceberg, dude. No. Nah, I don't know. If we ever make another iceberg on the channel, I don't know. It'll be like in... Anyway, today we're going to be talking about Memphis rap sigils, aka some of the most demonic songs on the internet. So first we need to find out what exactly is a Memphis
Yeah, I've never
rap
even heard of
sigil.
this.
Well, to answer that question, first we must inform ourselves about Memphis rap. You see, in the 90s, Memphis rap had its own underground community. Now, rappers wouldn't just rap over simple boom bap
As we said,
beats,
Crimson,
but instead
Jake,
over
Shiny,
extremely
and the
dark
Prime
and gritty
Elegance.
instrumentals while rapping about darker subject matter. Not
Oh, I wanted to read that.
darker subject matter. Not about women and money like everyone else was rapping at the time, but more
It's
about
like some G.G.
death
Allen
and
lyrics.
murder. Pioneers often credited to this style include 3-6 Mafia, Ghetto Boys, DJ Spanish Fly,
Wait,
Grave
3-6
Diggers, Bone
Mafia?
Thugs and Harmony, and more. This hip-hop subgenre became known as horrorcore. Like I was saying before, they're not rapping about your average stuff. They're rapping about chopping people up and then throwing them in the trunk and then eating them later, right? They're rapping about the craziest stuff. Horrorcore artists often push the violent content and imagery in their lyrics beyond the realm of realistic urban violence, to the point where the violent lyrics become
Those were
gruesome and
3-6
unsettling.
lyrics?
The genre also frequently presents
Alright, sorry to like immediately go into the tangent, but I used to love 3-6 Mafia. They're the same ones that was, Put That Money in My Hand. Ah, fuck. What was that song? I was literally singing it today. What the fuck was it? Stay Fly. That was the one. I used to love that song. I thought they were just like pretty simple rap. Oh yeah, Poppin' My Collar. I remember that one too. Actually, they weren't the same song, were they? I don't remember.
more realistic yet still disturbing portrayals of mental illness and drug abuse. So yeah, technically Tyler the Creator's Bastard and Goblin could be considered horrorcore, along with the beginning of Eminem's discography, as they would both rap about dark subject matters on gritty beats. So now that we got through Memphis rap, let's talk about sampling.
Their
What is
90s
that?
shit was
Sampling is the
wild.
reuse of a
I
sound
guess I
recording
never
in
heard it.
another recording. Samples may comprise elements such as rhythm, melody, speech, sounds, or entire bars of music, and may be layered, equalized, sped up or slowed down, repitched, looped, or otherwise manipulated. Basically, there are two ways to sample in music, and I'll give you guys some examples. Sampling when it comes to lyrics could mean that an artist just reused the same words, lyrics, flow as another artist. An example of this could be Way Too Sexy by Drake featuring Future and Young Thug, as they sampled Right Said Fred's 2009 song I'm Too Sexy. Now you can make the argument that they just stole the chorus and changed some words in it, which, yeah, that's exactly what they did. The laws when it
True.
comes to sampling are very confusing, and has also led to many artists being sued. It's like when your friend is copying your homework and you tell him, bro, at least switch it up a little so the teacher doesn't notice. It's the same exact thing. An example of sampling when it comes to beats is a lot easier to find, as many popular tracks today are created using guitar riffs or drum patterns from older songs. My favorite sampler,
What is
well,
it,
I
the
can't
four
just say
chords?
one.
What do
It's
they call
Tyler
it?
the Creator and Kanye West. Literally look up Tyler the Creator samples or Kanye West samples on YouTube and you will be amazed at how they create something so new and so fresh out of something that has existed for years. A funny example is producer Stain sampling a girl's moans and making a beat out of it. We all know that song today as Rip Roach by X and Ski. You can literally sample anything. Now, what is a sigil? A sigil is a type of symbol used in magic. The term has usually referred to a type
Now
of
we're
pictorial
fucking cooking.
signature of a deity or spirit. No, not NFTs. In modern usage,
It's
especially in
basically
context
like
of chaos
NFTs
magic,
for
sigil refers
witch
to a
talk.
symbolic representation of the practitioner's desired outcome. So basically, it's
Like a
something
tier
with
1
symbolic
koozie?
representation in the context of magic. When we say the practitioner's desired outcome, that means whoever is, in this case, making a song, right? They're basically making a wish, right? They want an outcome out of it. And they're using this sigil in order to get what they want. I promise, it gets less confusing as we go forward. I just wanted to define
not
a term
confused.
before we actually talk
This
about
makes sense to me.
the most demonic song on the internet.
It's like
So we
Full Metal
explained
Alchemist.
90s Memphis rap, we explained sampling, and we explained what a sigil is. So now let's talk about, supposedly, the most demonic song on the internet. No, I'm not talking about Five Nights at Freddy's Nightcore. I'm talking about something much more sinister. So the song is apparently named rap.mp3. Yeah,
Cool
what a
name.
unique name. We'll get into the specifics of the song later, but like I was saying in the intro, a Memphis rap sigil is an instrumental created using samples of murders and R-word, which is then rapped over by a person or group of people. These cases more so than likely were recorded by the parties themselves rather than being ripped from a horror movie or snuff film, though that is also an option. This theory also states that the dead bodies of the victims were in the room the song was being recorded in, leading to demonic energies to be carried within the song file. But what were the first
I don't
mentions
know
of
about
Memphis
that.
rap sigils on the internet? In
How would that work? I see that kind of shit in horror movies all the time. So, like, there's dead bodies in a room and they're recording a song. How does their energy make it to the song? I feel like that's the last place they would want that. Like, if such a thing was real, I feel like their energy would be concentrated on how the fuck can I kill the people that just killed me? It'd be like a vengeful spirit. I'd be like, I'm gonna make this song trash. This song is gonna sound like actual dog shit. Like, it wouldn't be like infiltrating the actual music itself, I don't think. But I've seen that shit in horror movies too. I remember there was what was it called? It was basically the same idea. A lady killed herself on Zoom, or it was Skype back then, on Skype, because she, I don't know, she just wanted to. It wasn't unfriended, but it was something like that, like declined friend request or something. And she killed herself on Skype, and then her energy infiltrated Skype itself and haunted the people that she sent a friend request to on Skype or some shit like that. So like she became the cyberspace. You know what movie that is? It's bullshit. Well, I mean, obviously, I'm just have some goddamn fun. Suspend your disbelief for a moment. Jesus Christ. No, not Unfriended. Unfriended is the one that's entirely on Skype. Oh, it was Facebook, not Skype. I'm sorry, Facebook. It was a movie. It was Facebook, and she was outcast in school, and fuck, what was it? Friend request. Thank you. That was the one. Yep, it was friend request. Yep, this one. Damn. Movie Big Stinky, but it's basically the same thing but without rap music. So this girl wanted to be the friend of this other girl, and she declined the friend request or something, or ignored it. I don't even think she like straight up declined it. And then in response, she made a video of her killing herself, and then every time she sent a friend request, it was like haunting her or something. It's been a while since I've seen it. But yeah, they use that a lot in horror movies and stuff. I feel like when you die, you become like the least powerful version of yourself. I don't feel like when you die, you're just like releasing data into the universe where you can like infiltrate the cyberspace, powering a sigil.
2020, the Rap Conspiracy Iceberg appeared in the Iceberg Charts subreddit. So it doesn't actually say rap.mp3, it says the 4 Owls. And the 4 Owls is basically 4 bands connected to Memphis rap sigils. I really think they should have just put Memphis rap sigils, but yeah, it's 4 Owls on the iceberg. Okay, edit number 2. As I'm editing the video again, I realized that there are multiple hip-hop conspiracy icebergs. I don't know how many there are, but I found another one that
Christ's dick worship? What? What? World War III happened in 1995? What the fuck is all of this? The driver killed JFK. Demolition elves. Holocaust denial. Finland doesn't exist. Are these like groups? North American Man-Boy Lovers Association, NAMBLA. Manatee equals human subspecies. Jesus. Go back a little? Yeah. I kind of want to see this whole goddamn iceberg. Amazon forest was built. Stephen King killed John Lennon. I know it. Fine. This is the only one I know. Gang stalking. Gang stalking is from it's only like experienced in people that experience paranoia, where they believe everyone at all times is watching them. We watched the whole documentary on it once. Gang stalking is really sad. It's not even like a goofy conspiracy. It's just really sad. Phantom kangaroo conspiracy. I need to take a screenshot of this and look some of this shit up. Aliens caused bubonic plague. Thanks to the bits Tori and the resub. Belvedere.
I found another one that actually does say Memphis rap sigils at the very end, but there's another one that says...
Oh my god, it just keeps going. Holy shit. The sky is alive. Animal Planet hybrids. Ocean doesn't exist. Moon built by NASA. Meth immortality. Oh my.
says rap.mp3. I just want to make that super clear. Let's continue. Doing research on rap.mp3 isn't that easy considering how simple the name is. I did find someone asking about it on that same subreddit.
I do remember that one, Tori. That one was really scary.
Can someone explain to me what the hell is rap.mp3? I have searched it online and it gives me very little results. Okay, so I just saw a video that talks about rap.mp3. It basically says that there are 3 theories about it. 1, a missing kid's phone was found and it only had 1 audio file. You know which one, which has secret codes, subliminal messages, or induces. 2. The second theory states that it may be a 13-second audio, which all rappers use subliminally on their albums to manipulate listeners. 3. This theory states that there are 8 songs by 8 different bands. Each song narrates, directly or indirectly, the murders committed by each of the members of each band. The negative energy caused by these murders is found within these songs. To me, none of these theories seem legit. I think it has to be something way darker. And I can't help but agree with this Redditor. Wow, I never thought I'd say that. Wow.
No, Redditors are enlightened.
These theories sound extremely corny. I mean, the one about the teen, it was found on his phone, like that's so, no. But what I will say with the research I've done, it's honestly like a combination of all of these. Not the corny parts, right? But more of the spiritual parts. But we need to go back further in time.
This song better be fucking terrifying.
All credit to X-Files of Rap. They have an amazing blog post which helped me a lot for the research of this section. So as we can see here, the idea was being talked about on 4chan's paranormal image board in 2017.
Enema.
I honestly didn't even know icebergs were a thing in 2017. And I felt so embarrassed when I found this out because I'm like, dude, my most viewed video is an iceberg. Yeah, that's an L for me. 2017, dude, I was 12 that year. What? Anyway, again, it's people asking, what is this? And other people giving, you know, about the same responses.
Holy shit.
But wait, what's this? Finally, we get links to some examples.
Bro, I'm fucking old.
Yeah, we are going to listen to.
2017 was 5 years ago.
Response to the person that was asking. So as you can see, he links 2 videos right here. Both of these tapes, if you can find originals, have what you're looking for. The idea is sort of that because the artists/producers committed several murders and the location where they took place holds a lot of leftover soul energy from the lives that were taken. The lingering energy of known tragedies in the area goes back as far as the history of the United States with some big Indian massacres, then onto slavery, then civil war, and then about 100 years more of violence until you get to the 1990s, where Memphis was within the top 5 murder capitals in the country, I believe. Basically, if you believe the Luciferian idea that it's possible to take a life and manifest that energy into something that becomes real in a sort of ritual, there would be some kind of medium between the spirit world and the world we know to be true. The life energy / the death energy / the demon / the magnetic taping in a cassette. I record my videos in my underwear. There's no way every other YouTuber does not do that. Especially faceless YouTubers, bro. You know they're naked making their videos. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Like I just read, another 4chan user that I agree with. The last one was a Reddit.
I'll set the record straight. I don't.
Agreeing with these
I'm usually wearing
pants.
pants.
With this idea of spirituality and taking people's lives and using that energy to make a song for your wishes to come true. And by visiting the first link, it's actually taken down. But the second one is up and I listen to it. Now, what does the song sound like? Want me to be honest? It's pretty bad. Incoming cherry soda comments. Stop. I make hyperpop music, okay? By the way, music video out soon here on the channel. So I know you guys are wondering what the song sounds like, and I
want to
hope
hear
can
it.
play it. I'm literally gonna upload this video private, see if I get a copyright claim, and then just give it to you
Who's
guys.
gonna
So if
copyright
you
it,
guys
the
don't hear
devil?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I'm still gonna add the lyrics. But yeah, I'm gonna add the lyrics on the screen. If you get uncomfortable when people, I guess, rap about murder, I don't know if you've heard that before, but then I guess to skip. It gets pretty dark. And no, you're not gonna get possessed by listening to this. Like the rumors are that if you listen to this, you're gonna be
Imagine, though.
possessed, or I don't know what rumors kids be making up these
Eyes
days.
roll in the
about-
back of my
I
head
hate
and I
these
start
rumors
flying.
about haunted files, because like interacting with a file isn't gonna haunt you. If anything, you're just gonna get a virus. That's not the point. The point is, if
These
you're
are some
scared
meat and
of
ham.
spooky rap songs, then skip to the next part. So here is an example of a Memphis rap sigil.
Oh, this isn't the... I thought this was the most demonic one.
You better be coming a crew when you fucking get the GGS click walking through the graveyard. This is the niggas I ripped apart. Up with his head, look at him bleed. Then I left him in the dark side. Go like no, or yo, I'm kinda cold. Go grab that hoe
Well.
and get the gasoline. Strike a match, 3 steps back, cause I am insane.
So there's one final step to these sigils, and that's charging them. They need energy in order to accomplish the task.
I'm
to
so
create wishes.
confused.
So
What?
after making multiple sacrifices, aka murdering innocent people, what's the perfect way to charge an audio file? That's right, making it into a listenable 3 to 4 minute
Reminded me of the
song.
beginning of
Though this
Clint Eastwood
concept
by
of,
the
like,
Gorillaz.
witchcraft has been long around before rappers started doing it. By the way, I just want to mention that this is a theory. No one has been caught, as far as I know, with dead bodies in the studio, especially signed artists. Or I don't know, maybe Hollywood, well, it's Hollywood. A user on 4chan had this to say, which I think correlates with the whole charging aspect. Memphis is a regional
What?
hotbed of occultism, according to some sources. It's named after Memphis, Egypt, and has several landmarks which pay homage to its namesake. For the Memphis rap
Bro,
sigils,
what?
they ritually murdered some people in the name of Satan. That apparently made them rich and famous for a few years. Even if 3 6 Mafia isn't directly involved, their name is a direct reference to what happened. 3 6 Mafia became really famous really fast and then fell into obscurity within a short amount of time.
They stopped making music. What do you mean? 3 6 Mafia got popular because they pumped out some bangers in like 2006, and then after that they're like, yeah, probably enough. What was the last time they made a song? Oh, it's not some like weird mystery. It's not like Luciferian sigil charging. Let me see. What was their last song? Oh, they came back. The reunion tour. I actually forgot Juicy J was part of 3 6 Mafia. Oh, actually, wait, 3 6 Mafia, didn't one of the members pass away and they made a music video with the dude's open casket? Or am I misremembering? I'm right? I think that was them, actually. I mean, that's a far cry from popping my collar. But yeah, if I remember, one of them passed away and they did something with the coffin. Apparently, according to some sources, they toured with Lord Infamous's casket. But then there's also people claiming that that was actually a lie. Let me see. Because I do kind of remember that. After the passing of Lord Infamous, one of the 3 6 Mafia members... fuck, I accidentally skipped. Fuck, hold on. Well, I don't know where that went. But yeah, apparently they did do something with Lord Infamous's casket for their tour. 3 6 Mafia equals 666 Mafia. Yeah, I remember that. These are some Lightning Fast, Huddy and the Prime Crunch, and Palog.
Alright, so I have to disagree with the last statement because 3-6 Mafia is still to this day known as one of the most legendary rap groups of all time. Not better than Brockhampton, though. I have made a severe and continuous lapse of my judgment. Apology.
Do people still like 3-6 Mafia?
Opinion, guys. So rap.mp3.
People don't really talk about them.
File. Sadly, it hasn't been found yet.
Wubby unofficial raid. Hey, thank you, Wubby.
It doesn't even exist. It's
Hope
just
you had
the
a great
idea
stream.
of these Memphis rap sigils, not an actual song. But I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging. Okay, I know you guys really wanted to hear rap.mp3, so I'll play for you guys a Memphis rap sigil that genuinely made me uncomfortable. I don't want to sound edgy, but it's kind of difficult to do that with a lot of the gore I've researched and all the horrible things I've seen on the internet. But I've never been spooked by an audio file, well, by a song, I should say. This one actually got me, so I thought it would be really interesting to show you guys. The reason it made me uncomfortable is because of the background noise. Okay, so if you guys watch gore, wow, what a nice way to start a sentence. So if you guys watch gore, there's a chance that you guys have
any
seen
gore enthusiasts?
If you guys have not seen that video, don't look it up. It's not worth it. And I know you guys always look up whatever I say not to, but I'll just explain it really quickly here. It's a gore video of, I believe it's 2 or 3 Russian young adults that are just, you know, finishing off. Oh, that sounds even worse, actually. They basically kill a homeless man that they found on the street in the woods.
Yeah, this was a big one back in the day.
It's super pixelated, just like every other gore video, and it's just like straight to the face,
breaking
everything, you know. And it's like you could hear this man's.
No, this one's super fucked.
Groans, I guess. It's a horrible video. Anyway, if you've seen that video, the background of what I'm about to show you, that song, it kind of sounds like that video. Then again, it just could be my mind making stuff up and scaring myself, or it could just be someone actually moaned on the mic, right? They groaned on the mic, or it could be a dog growling. I don't know. They're rapping about very dark subject matters, and I'll add lyrics just like I did before. All right, I'm gonna play the audio clip right here.
If it actually is from the Hammer video, I can't play that on Twitch for obvious reasons. That would be a fucked thing to sample, though. The video he's talking about was another old viral shock video. It was a real case where some Russian kids beat to death some guy with a hammer, filmed it, posted it online. I believe all of them are currently serving life sentences. It's not sampled from that? You're sure? Let me listen.
Late at night I'm spooked, I stay quiet talking to the tens. Evil spirits capture me, I want it for my evil sins. Creep in the light, yes I'm licking, but I'm seeing dark. Whisper Street, where I be, where them niggas going hard. Lurking to the other side, the lake is where I calculate. Stay on my hustle, clocking T's, but I'm in the days for a buster sucker that be
Yeah, I actually can't tell. That was either a really distorted fart or maybe Tuve's right. I'm really not sure. I'm just not even going to take the chance, to be honest. Either way, song was trash. Thanks to Prime John.
Memphis rap sigil that genuinely made me uncomfortable. I realized I never gave my actual opinion while filming, so I'll just do it now. Though I personally do not think that these Memphis rap sigils were actually, how do I say this, real? I can imagine that something like this has happened in the past with music. It's so easy to make a sample out of anything. It would make sense for some mentally fucked people to just think that putting their murder victim's screams or R-wording a woman into a beat would be funny. It sounds like something that could happen. I'm not saying that this theory is completely fake because, you know, there's no proof that it's fake and there's no proof that it's real. But what I'm saying, it's probably not that likely that, for example, 3-6 Mafia did this, right? But there's also no proof that it hasn't happened by less known artists. That's my statement on this whole theory. This video was a little bit different because we're talking about a theory with, well, not really that much evidence, but a lot of spirituality terms involved, which, you know, somewhere out there in the world, people actually have done this, right? Like, it's not like it just hasn't happened. Of course, it's
I want to hear the
rap.mp3. Not only in terms of music, there has to be a bunch of sigils created that involve murdering innocent people. Though we're not gonna go more into like sigils and that. I just wanted to cover rap.mp3. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. If you guys are not subscribed and you would like to subscribe, then make sure to subscribe. Also,
make sure to follow
me on Instagram. I posted a picture of
that
me
one
and
was
Tesla.
the rap.mp3.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a Tesla type of dude. Yeah, I don't know what an oil change is. I don't know what that is. I charge my car like an iPhone. But in all seriousness, thank you guys for everything. I get a lot of, like, not hate comments, but like people annoyed. Like, you say thank you too much. I'm like, damn. Those are the type of hate comments I get. People saying I say thank you too much. That's so weird. Like, you guys complain.
That is fucking
not you
weird.
guys, but like people complain about everything, and I'm not gonna stop thanking you guys, man. My dream car, I bought it at 19. It's a blessing. And just go check my Instagram. I probably posted like a sentimental video over there. All my Patreon members get to talk to me privately.
Hey, shout outs to Jake, who every time I start a stream says all I do is say thanks.
Love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time I upload.
That really is a weird complaint. For some reason, people really do get upset when you say thank you. Thanks for the resub, Bryce Stretto. Yeah, I had never heard of this whole rap sigil shit. I thought that demonic song was going to be a lot different. I thought it was going to be one of those weird witch talk things. But it seems like it's more just a creepypasta based around the idea of a weird rap song. Let's check out the new tube video. The only thing I know about Kik is when Tinder was first becoming a thing, there was a ton of Kik bots where you'd match with them, and the first thing I do is like, hey, you want to see me spread me out on Kik? But obviously everyone knows that it's a scam and a bot, so I never knew anyone that actually went to it, and that's all I know about Kik. So from what I understand, it's supposed to just be like a messenger app, right? So is it like WhatsApp? Do we have any like Kik enthusiasts in here? It's for grooming and catfishing. Seems like a pretty risky business model. Like officially, that's what they target? Man, no one has anything nice to say about Kik. Why does it exist? What the fuck? This is all horrible. This all sounds miserable. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I guess we'll just check this out then. Ooh, this is like a full-blown movie here from Tuve. Unfriended on
Hey
Kik.
guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Tuv, and today we will be talking about one of the worst apps I've gotten to know, which is Kik Messenger. It's actually an extremely old app, but we're gonna get to that later in the video. Right now, I do want to explain my absence. Why was I gone for like 2 weeks? As you guys know, I did drop my first ever song, Cherry Soda, and I want to say thank you guys so much for all the support on that. I know hyperpop is like a very small genre and very hard to get into, but I'm so happy that it was overwhelmingly positive, and we actually hit 100,000 streams on Spotify. Like, Spotify's not even my platform, and you guys went there for me. So just thank you guys so much for liking Cherry Soda. Oh yeah, by the way, my vocal preset is available now for sale. If you want to sound just like I did in Cherry Soda, well, now you can.
No, I don't know shit about Kik,
right into FL Studio. And this is perfect if you're just starting to make music, specifically hyperpop, but any type of music. So yeah, make sure to go check out the video over on Gunner's channel whenever you have time. So yeah, we're finally back on the morbid video grind. New video every week, just like always. And if you guys want to watch my videos earlier than everyone else, make sure to subscribe to the Patreon. With that being said, let's actually start talking about Kik Messenger and why I'm making an entire video about it.
You lay it out for me. I don't know shit about it.
So I don't know about y'all, but Kik Messenger ran my middle school in 2013 to 2016. If you thought a girl was cute, your first word should have been, "Hey, yo, what's your Kik?" or "Add me on Kik."
Man, what the fuck?
This was before Snapchat streaks, before Instagram DMs. Vine was peak comedy at this time. Yes, King Batch Vines. Kik Interactive was founded in 2009 by a group of students from the University of Waterloo in Canada who wished to create new technologies for use on mobile smartphones. Kik Messenger was created on October 19, 2010, and it was and still is a mobile messaging app available on the App Store and Google Play Store. In September 2019, Kik CEO and founder Ted Livingston announced in a blog post that Kik Messenger would be shut down with over 100 employees being laid off. However, this decision was later reversed, and it was that same month Media Lab acquired Kik. Like I was saying, Kik was so goated back in the day, but nowadays, if you talk to anyone about Kik, first of all, they're gonna laugh at you, but also
when was Kik founded? Was it like just after my time? Because I never heard of Kik until Tinder because of scams. Well, this seems like a dangerous Google search, but I'm feeling adventurous. Okay, cool. Where's the Wikipedia page? Founded in October 2010. Oh, did he say 2010? I didn't even hear that. Sorry. I guess I got too hyper-focused on it. It's using blockchain technology in 2017. Innovative. When can we get the Kik NFTs? Yeah, I missed that whole wave, man. But what about Yik Yak? Do we have any old Yik Yak fans? Yik Yak ran my campus for like 2 semesters, or 2 years probably, before it got banned. Yik Yak was like a local chat app. So at my college, everyone would go on there and just post house party addresses, or sometimes girls would just post like pictures of themselves. And no, actually, that wasn't Yik Yak. Yik Yak, they would post like house party addresses and shit, and just like say generally mean things about each other on there because it was like anonymous messaging back and forth. Where did you couldn't share pictures on it, could you? Am I misremembering it? I think it was only text. Yeah, it was just text, right? Okay, thought so. Okay. I remember there was a Snapchat page where girls used to literally just post videos of themselves having sex. It was like a trend for like a semester before they completely banned the Snapchat account. And I guess I conflated the two, but Yik Yak was big back
known
then.
to be the main grooming app. Besides Discord, of course. Discord is so mainstream. But the thing with Kik is that it's not mainstream at all. No one uses it. So, all these people and abusers go under the radar because, again, no one gives a fuck about the app. And as the years have gone by, the problem has only gotten worse. I mean, let's look at the app setup, for example. Opening the app, it seems like a literal porn site. You get a bunch of ads for, quote, lives,
Nice.
which the thumbnails are just people in suggestive positions or with very large personalities. It's not that different from other chatting services. Add your friends by usernames and that's really it. Kik has a public group chat search functionality that allows you to enter keywords in order
you just
to find
join
topics
random
to talk
groups?
about with others. If you guys are seeing footage in the background, it's going to be from my iPhone
Holy
and also
shit.
from an Android emulator I have on my computer, and that's called BlueStacks. So now that I give you guys, a little introduction about the app, let's get into the worst part of it. The horrors. The horrors, guys, not the whores. The horrors. So just like the Discord video, we spoke about the
Hey,
dangers
why
on
not
a
both?
specific app. It ranged from groomers to doxers. However, like I was saying, this app is not mainstream anymore. Since this app is so under the radar, this is abusers' favorite app. Again, excluding Discord. I feel like Discord is really big on this, and we did
Thanks for
talk about
Prime
that in that
Goopy.
video. Think about it. Who's gonna get caught more? Someone that
There's
uses
some
Discord or
Makasu.
someone that uses fucking Kik? Right? So you know how I was saying that you could put a certain key tag and find people that are also interested in that? Well, Kik actually has its own list of pre-written tags. Very cool, right? So as you can see, we have like Fortnite, for example. We have Naruto.
Let's go to the Naruto one.
Just things kids like. But if you click any of those topics, by the way, this is right when you download the app, they're all overrun by sex and porn group chats. People bypass this by using the host word at the beginning and
Naruto.
simply adding filler to the rest. Joining them will cause a bunch of sex bots to message you and send you scam links. Some keywords such as child or anything inappropriate will result in nothing. Kik blacklisted those
This
words.
is exactly
So
what
it
I
seems
thought
like they're
Kik was.
protecting the kids, right? No, let's keep talking. I needed some help on my research on the Kik app. So I actually went on Reddit and was looking up, a bunch of subreddits about Kik. Well, first of all,
There's
most of
some
them are
anarchy in chief
NSFW,
in
which
it.
already gives you a bad look on the app. But I was able to find one where you just find regular group chats to talk about similar topics. And I came across this person that has been using Kik for years, right?
Why?
A Kik veteran. And they told me that a popular method abusers use on this app is by looking up sad or depression group chats and will prey on children that are looking for someone to talk to, aka a shoulder to lean
What
on.
the
You can
fuck?
apply that to any case,
What?
but I just didn't know. I don't know, man. If I didn't know that, I feel like other people don't know that, and I just want to make you guys aware of that. That's a method abusers will use. These abusers will look up depression chat or LGBT chat simply to prey on vulnerable minors. And this is a huge problem on the app. There are articles and articles.
big
on how
problem
this
is
continues
anyone
to this day
downloading
with
the
no
app,
real
it sounds
end being
like.
put into place.
Sounds like just
Moderation?
downloading the
What
app
is
should
that? I've
flag
also
the
heard talks
FBI.
about CP and gore trades going on in the app, but of course, I'm not going to go out of my way to research that. Just like the Discord video, I mentioned that it exists. So again, I keep comparing this app to Discord because if you think about it, there's already a lot of shady shit that goes on Discord that
True.
isn't talked about, and imagine something that isn't even mainstream.
Rest
There's
in
also
peace,
a live
Wampus.
functionality, and that is something completely new to me. I had no idea Discord had a live section. Like, what? Back in 2013, it was just a texting app. That was it. The most damage you
There's
could
your
do
Prime
is make
Disco
your
and
name
Tier 1.
like your name and then is typing to
Ains-
trick people into
Ains?
thinking that you're typing.
Thank you, Tier
Yeah,
1, man.
the live section is extremely sexual and revolves around girls getting money from simps, or guys too. I even joined and asked if you could make a living on the app like one would on Twitch.
How does the donating system work? What is the... So that is, if you would like to donate and tip your streamer guy, you hit that gift box
All
at the
right.
bottom, and then you buy credits, and you send whatever gifts you like, preferably the wheels. The wheels, it's hard to know what they are, but they like spin like this, and they're mystery wheels. It says mystery, and then you could hit a bonus.
Oh,
Nice. Let's
I don't
go.
get it.
Because he's like, I'm waiting. Let's
I
see
don't
what
get
you
it.
got to
Can
say.
you dig in and
Tough.
tell me a little
Come on.
more? Whoop, there it goes.
She saw me in the nudie.
Sarah and I saw each other talking.
Give her the dragon.
Changing into our panties and bras. Can people make living off of going live on Kick? Sure, guy, if you're cool enough. If you suck, then no.
Right.
Rosie, hello.
If you suck, then no.
I mean, maybe
Sarah.
if you suck, you could.
Sarah.
You know what I mean?
The live section is definitely not for kids. I mean, the
Hey,
entire
what are you
app
talking
isn't
about?
for
That was good.
kids.
That was
It
high
looks like a
quality
sex
stuff.
app. So now let's head on over to
you
Kick's
talking about?
contradictions. The worst thing about the app
Fuck
is
it,
the
I'm signing
intended demographic. For
That
everything
looks
I've
like
just
great
told
live
you,
streams.
You'd expect this to be an 18+ sex app, right? No. The minimum age to use Kick is 13 years old. And this is a document taken from their website, Kick.com. Want to know the name of the document? Kick's Guide for Parents. Yes. It's like, dude, whoever the team is behind Kick
As
right
you said,
now,
Loy.
you know that kids are on this app.
And
So
Bird.
why would you make it that when you open the app and you just create your account, it looks like a sex app? The screenshots I'm showing you, I had just made that account about 1 minute prior. I'm using a fresh new account. This isn't
Look
like
like
some old account
Minecraft
that has
blocks.
an algorithm like TikTok that shows things to your liking. No, fresh new account, fresh email. It's so irresponsible and gross. And the fucking group chat topics being overrun by sex chats and the sex bots that DM you. When I had just made my account, I did not join any group chats. I just made it and let it sit there
Thanks,
for like
Brian
2
Jess.
hours. I already had 2 sex bots DMing me.
Hey,
Again,
nice.
there was no algorithm to that.
No,
I
you
just
just-
made my account.
just
I'm pretty
swap.
sure you guys can make an account right now and sex
Me?
bots will DM you. Go try it out if you don't believe me. And remember,
It's my
13
chance.
plus, right? How old does my teen need to be to use Kick? Teens between 13 and 18 years old need to have permission from their parent or legal guardian before they create a Kick account and start using Kick. Your teen will be asked to enter their birthday when they create their account.
Oh,
If the birthday
bulletproof.
entered is for someone younger than 13, the account won't be registered. Y'all act like every kid that is gonna download Kick is gonna ask their mom if they can download Kick. No one asks their fucking parents, bro. And if they like choose to respond like Kick, if you choose to respond to how horrible your app is, that's probably gonna be their excuse. They're probably gonna be like, well, actually, we always tell the kids to get their parents to give them permission first. It's like, no.
To
What the
be
fuck? The fact that they
fair,
have a
and not to defend Kick, it is absolutely a parent's responsibility to monitor what their kids download and engage on the internet. I am so tired of parents blaming companies. The parents have a fucking responsibility to actually be a parent. It's not up to the internet to raise the kids. Now, this obviously shouldn't be accessible to kids in the first place. Like, this is just like a dog shit degenerate app. But I'm speaking on the whole. Fucking parents don't do shit anymore and blame everyone but themselves when, like, oh my god, my kid was... He left YouTube Kids app, and instead of getting Finger Family, he watched Ludwig talk about why he's not his friend. And now all of a sudden my kid's crying, and I'm fucking pissed at Ludwig, and YouTube ruined everything. You know, it's like, do some parenting. It makes me so frustrated. That is one of like my biggest pet peeves. Thanks for the gift sub, Jinx, and the resub Croven. It's been like that for the last like 3 years, I'd say. It's gotten really bad, especially on YouTube, where they keep having to like pressure YouTube, like, YouTube fucking hates kids. YouTube ruins kids' lives. When it's like, you just let your kids go on YouTube completely unmonitored. And then they found a Nexpo video on a morbid topic or something. Like, it's your fault. You suck. Like, face it.
Guide for Parents alludes to the fact that they know kids are on the app, but I gave them the benefit of the doubt. This document was made in 2017, so I looked for the most recent version of it. Maybe the rules had changed, and I actually did find a more updated version. This is from March of 2021, and guess what? It's deleted. Yeah, like, come on, creators, you have to be more responsible about this. Another contradiction is their App Store and Google Play Store ratings.
These are the
And
bits.
I'm not talking about the 5-star ratings. I'm talking about the
Jugs.
rating that they give their own app, you know, the age rating, right? On the App Store, they are rated 17+, which by the way, is still a minor in most states. And on the Google Play Store, they are rated T14, which literally means 13 plus. I checked the Google Play Store website about the ratings.
It's not like
and
a
yes, it is
game.
13 plus. I honestly just don't
Why
like
is
the
it
fact that
rated
they
like a
don't try to
game?
hide that their app is just a sex bot. That's probably how they make all their money now, from simps spending all their life savings on the girls on Kick Live. Look, Kick Team, if you see this video, or if people are outraged by this or some shit, either remove all the sexual content from the app, clean up the hashtags and sex bots, or simply make the app 18 plus everywhere.
True,
It's
it should just be an 18 plus
to
app.
Kick. Like, no, this
That'd
is a
solve
sex
it.
app. It is clearly a sex app. And if you don't want to admit that, well then clean it up with better moderation. How is it that when you make a Kick account and you just leave it sitting, you get sex bots DMing you? Is this not a problem? Like, I've never seen such an unmoderated app in my life that is available to minors. By the way, don't try to sue me, because all the information I'm getting is from using your app and looking at your ratings. That's literally it. I'm not like defaming you or anything. This isn't
No
defamation
serb
of character.
invente.
This is what you've written on your website and how it's contradicting other shit you've made,
Give sub
aka
eins.
the entire app. Hey guys, I want to give a big thank you to Keeps for sponsoring this video. As you guys know, a lot of morbid creators don't really get monetized due to the topics we talk about. So having a lot of
I didn't know
sponsors
shit
back
about
us up
Kick.
really
This is
means the
absolutely
world to
just
me.
a sex
Keeps
app.
is a subscription
100%.
service that helps men keep their hair. If you're a dude, I know you don't want to go bald, bro. I don't want to go bald either, man. And you guys know I've dyed my hair so much, I don't want to lose my hair, bro. But Keeps has you covered. Did you guys know that 2
I'll
out
let
of
the
3
ad
guys
ride.
will lose
It's
their
all
hair
good.
before they're 35? Keeps offers clinically proven, research-backed treatments to stop hair loss and improve hair growth. With Keeps, you can actually get quality, expert care right from the safety of your own home. All Keeps treatment
thought he
plans
was
are
about to
doctor
plug
recommended
Kick.
and delivered
Imagine.
right to your doorstep.
It's a
And it's
sponsored
actually
video.
half the cost of traditional pharmacy. Not only that, but they have an amazing 24/7 support team. Keeps has a network of expert medical advisors, prescribers, and care specialists to support you in making your hair goals a reality. Hair loss stops with Keeps. To get 50% off your first order, make sure to go to keeps.com/TUV, capital TUV, by the way, or click that link in the description. That's
I had Kick before
KEEPS.com/TUV.
well, yeah, apparently Kick predates
Once again, I want to give a
Discord.
big thank you to Keeps. Now, let's continue with the video. I just think it's horrible how if you literally go to the Kick Wikipedia
Hey, I was
page,
just there a
there
minute
is
ago.
a controversy section with 3 whole paragraphs talking about minors' use of the Kick app and explicit content. Like many other social media services, Kick has garnered negative attention due to instances of minors exchanging explicit messages and photos with adults, causing law enforcement and the media to frequently express concerns about the app. Automated spam bots have also been used to distribute explicit images and texts over Kick Messenger. A state law enforcement official interviewed by the New York Times in February 2016 identified Kick as the problem app of the moment. Police said they found Kick's
Was it
response
popular in
frustrating,
2016?
and one detective said obtaining information
feel
from
like it was
Kick
already
was a
dying by then.
bureaucratic nightmare. I just can't believe that it's to the point where they have this stained on their Wikipedia page and they haven't fixed it. It is the year 2022. I feel like at this point you should at least get rid of the starter page with the key tags. It's like that's the first thing you should do. That's so easy for them to do. I don't
Easy tier one
understand
young.
how they don't give a fuck. I personally think they're just making a ton of money off the fucking lives and they don't care using the app live.
I
So
would
this section-
venture to guess the reason that it stays totally unmoderated is because the second they moderate it, everyone just goes to Discord. Right now, the only thing that keeps it afloat is the pure degeneracy and, I guess, illegal activity that takes place on it. So the second they can no longer conduct business on Kick, they just die. Like, there's nothing else on there, it seems. Except for apparently the guy Tuv talked to who's a lifelong Kick stan or whatever. But he's one of a dying breed. I don't think he's necessarily donating money to the Kick live streamers. Or if it's... I don't even know if it's money. It was like pictures of dragons and wheels and shit. So I'm guessing that's the only reason it stays that way. Thanks to the Prime, Sad, and Tier 1 Earthworm, and Resub Little.
I just want to open up the app and let's go through it together. I haven't opened it up in about a few hours. Maybe it's actually open right now. Let's see. Okay, so it's connecting at the top. Okay, cool. So
Popular
I'm gonna have
guy.
to blur almost everything. First of all, it's overrun by ads and it's fucking gross. Like, why? Anyway, that's not a big critique. If we go to the top where it says 11 new chats. Look at this. Do you guys see this?
No,
Number
I can't.
13 plus, right?
I can't see it. Just paint a picture. Is it goatse?
Chatting with single
Blue
guys,
waffle?
21. Oh my god. You will see explicit photos. Please be discreet. What is that an IP address? Like, what did you just send me? And you know it's so weird.
Don't
that
click
they use
it.
the same profile picture. Like poor woman who's being used. Like what is this, bro? Is there a secret ring being going on Kick? Probably. Let's be
it's not a
honest. There
secret.
probably is a secret ring going on Kick.
Bro, they just sent you the IP to it. It's not secret.
Guys, look at the ads. Look at the ads on this 13+ app. I can't make this shit up. It's like we're in an episode of South Park. Like, what the fuck? So the thing is, with this account that I'm using on my phone, I'm actually soft banned, which means I can't really enter lives, and I don't think I could actually enter any new group chats. So if we go to public groups,
Why? What
I don't think
happened?
it's gonna load in. Oh, actually, never mind. Yeah, look at that. K-pop. Look at all the K-pop groups that are just sex chats for grown men or grown adults, I should say. I shouldn't just single out men, but dude, I mean, literally,
Baka.
think about it. A kid downloads this app, right? Ooh, Pokemon. Let's go to Pokemon. There are nudes right there. There are nudes right there on the app, right? It's horrible.
How
because
cool
the
is
fact
that,
they have
right?
A guide for the
You get
parents,
Pokemon
parents in their right mind would let their
and
kid use
tits.
Kick. And again, there are tons of stories about kids getting groomed on this specific app. And it seems like no one gives a fuck about it. Again, it's because it's not famous anymore. No one turns their head to this. Like in the Discord video,
Yeah, I can't believe
told you
Kick's
guys
still
to leave your
alive.
stories down below if you feel comfortable. And you guys did. And it seemed like you guys were really helping each other out in the comment section.
Thanks,
So if you
Prime
guys do
Muffin.
feel comfortable,
The
leave your
reset
stories
ball.
about using Kick down below. Or any app for that matter. I just want to let you guys know that this is a nice community where you guys can communicate with each other. If you guys want to join the Discord and talk to each other in voice chat or in the general chat, make sure to join it. It's just discord.gg/tuv. I mean, not everything is bad on Kick. Some group chats actually do help people. Like I was saying, there are depression chats where people do help each other, but it's like such a gem to
Just
find
go
an actual
somewhere
group
else.
chat with humans.
Why stay on
Or at
Kick?
least decent
Just go to
humans. There's no
Discord.
point in downloading the app or depending on the
Fucking
app.
Skype.
Kick
I don't know,
creators, if you're
man.
watching
Why
this,
stay there?
Please fix your app. Please fix the ratings. Do something about it. But yeah, that's it for this video. Again, new morbid videos every week. If you guys want to subscribe, make sure to subscribe. If you like the video, then leave a like. I have a second channel
Even
where I
Reddit
just
would be-
uploaded a
even Reddit would
documentary
be
about
better.
my first song ever. And I guess go follow my TikTok too. Literally, it feels so good to be back, guys. It feels so good to be back. And follow me on Instagram. And I'll see you guys next time I upload.
Bye, Tuv. Nice. Well, that was interesting. I can't believe Kick Messenger is still alive. I really can't. Apparently people really wanted me to watch Mr. Nightmare. They all say Nuke Top 5 is baby shit. Mr. Nightmare is the real scary stuff. So you know what, let's prove that I'm not a little milk drinking, diaper pissing baby. We'll watch Mr. Nightmare. Let's do 3 creepy emails.
If you ever check your spam folder in your email, there's a chance at one point you received an email with one of your passwords in the title, and inside the email would be threats of leaking your information or worse unless you paid a certain
What does it have to
ransom,
do with
usually in
ghosts?
Bitcoin. This usually happens when a hacker, or even often a regular user, will likely find this info by merely searching any of the numerous data breach databases available on criminal forums. In March of 2019, a 25-year-old man named Joe Albanese received a similar email to what was just described. It was titled his password that he used for every account that he had.
A
This
ghost
was obviously
hacker.
a cause for alarm, so he opened it immediately to read the contents of the email. This is what it said. Hey Joe, all you really need to know is that I know your password and other personal information. I won't come after you, I won't harm you, as long as you send me a small amount of money, $5,000 in the form of Bitcoin.
Aw.
We're going to refer to it as a donation for a good cause, not as any kind of blackmail.
That's a good way of
My
looking
Bitcoin
at it.
address is, if you don't send me the money, bad things may happen. Don't even bother going to the police. This email is untraceable.
This has the same energy as a call I got when I was like 22. I had just got an apartment. I was on my own, and like it was pretty early. It was probably like within the first month or two. I got a random fucking call from a dude, and he's like, "Hey, your mom just hit my brother with her car." And I was like, "Oh my god, mom, what are you doing? You can't you're driving like shit out there." He's like, "Look, I'm gonna need you to bring a lot of money to cover these medical bills, and I'm gonna need you to bring it now." And then he gave me like a local gas station. I was like, "Okay, Jesus Christ, all right, just please, oh my God, I'll call the police." And he's like, "Don't you dare call the police, I swear to God, I don't want to get violent. But what your mom just did to my brother is unforgivable, and I'm only going to allow this to slide if you bring the money to me now over at this gas station. I'm keeping your mom here, she's safe, she's fine." I was like, "Can I talk to her?" "Nope." And I was like, "Okay, this is getting fishy," but I was still panicked. And then eventually I was like, hey, just give me a second. Then I called my mom and she's like, hey, what's up, Charles? Like, hey, mom, do you hit a kid with your car today? She's like, nope. So then I went to the other guy. I was like, hey, man. And then I hung up. That shit works, though. I guarantee if I was like a year younger, not quite as wise as 22, I would have fallen for it. I would have went right to that gas station and got my ass beat. Then I would have been pissed at my mom. I'm like, man, mom, what the fuck?
Joe did some research and learned that these kinds of threatening emails are common scams, and usually nothing will come of them. Still, Joe replied to the
How old are you
email
now?
asking
27.
what other personal information of mine do you currently
He's a
possess.
tier 1
I'd
Vega
love to
boy.
know.
And the
He
resub
sent this as
Auntie
a
and
sort of
Magnus.
challenge to the email, not even really expecting a response or for it to even go through. But it did, and he promptly received a response back saying, I know your home address is F. If you go to the police, I will know about it and you will be sorry. This is when worry would really set in with just about anyone, as having a password leaked in a data breach is one thing, but some unknown person having your home address threatening you with it is completely next level. Joe didn't reply to the email for several days, but he also didn't go to the police. He decided to wait it out and see what would happen next, and after 3 days, there was a follow-up email saying, I'm still waiting for the payment. I won't wait much longer. Joe replied this time saying, I'm not paying you $5,000. If you want to come to my house,
Damn,
you'll get a
Joe.
fistful of lead. This was a complete bluff though, as he doesn't actually own a gun, and the hacker likely knew that because that same night, Joe received a follow-up email containing a picture of his house. It was the side of his parents' house and zoomed in on his bedroom window upstairs. He didn't want to tell his parents in fear of worrying them, but now that his gun bluff didn't work, he knew he may have to get them or the police involved.
He's a tier 1
He
Dre.
responded one more
Resub
time
Heather.
saying, I don't have $5,000. I'm broke paying off student loans. The house you sent a picture of is my parents' house. They did nothing wrong. If you need to do this, please do it to someone else. I don't have the money to send you even if I wanted to. There was no response this time, but within an hour, the sound of glass shattering from downstairs traveled throughout the house, and everyone, including his parents, heard it. There was one of their decorative bricks from the front of the house, laying in the dining room
decorative
among
brick?
thousands of tiny shards of glass from the broken
Fuck is this,
window.
Hitman?
Joe tried to explain the
was a
situation as quickly
decorative
as he
brick?
could, and while he and his dad took a quick look outside for anyone who could be out there, his mother called the police. Joe showed the police officers the emails and everything, which were forwarded to the police department. A police officer stayed parked outside the Albanese house for a couple hours that night. Joe blocked the email address from sending any further emails, and as far as he knew, he was never contacted again. The police had a hard time tracing back the original source of the email, as it was sent from an untraceable device, likely an iPod Touch or similar device.
Very specific. Why an
At some
iPod
point,
Touch?
everyone imagines being famous in their lives. A
Here's
lot
the
of people
Prime
create
Impala.
this image in their head that being in the public eye creates for nothing but a fairy tale life. But that's far from the truth. Being under the spotlight in
Sub
any
Elite.
capacity comes with a lot of drawbacks, one of which being stalkers and overly obsessed fans. One extreme case of this, an ex-radio host and DJ who was centered in Los Angeles, had a long, seemingly never-ending chain of emails from an obsessed fan. It started around 2005 or 2006 when the DJ started noticing a regular listener, someone who listened to the show every day and would call in on the request line from time to time. At one point, the listener won a prize from the show, and in order to deliver the prize, the DJ requested her email, and that's where things began. In order to be polite and cordial with the girl, he would answer all of her emails, and when Facebook started to become popular, he added her back where she commonly liked and commented on his posts. This
There's
went
a
on for
wholesome
while,
story. Now they're
until
married.
One day the fan professed her love for him.
Oh.
The DJ rejected this advance in the most
Aw.
polite way he could. She seemingly accepted the rejection, and the DJ thought it would be the end of it. But it wasn't. In 2011, she emailed him a link to a blog that she was writing, where she would post
Things
about
probably
him
glitched.
and their quote-unquote love multiple times per day. She followed him over to a new radio station and was religiously listening to his shows, assigning meaning to the musical playlist. For example, the song Marry Me by Train was popular at the time, and whenever that song would play on his show, she would blog about it actually being a marriage proposal from the DJ. She began saving all his photos from his social media and photos of other women in his life, like friends and girlfriends, and posting them to her blog with extremely hateful words. She'd make posts raging about him being a man whore, followed by another
Aw.
post not even 10 minutes later in a completely different tone, apologetic and soft, implying she may have bipolar tendencies.
He's a resub
The
smoker.
DJ did his best to ignore it, even though by this
Juicer.
point he was extremely creeped out. But as she again began emailing him, he tried more forcefully this time to get her to stop, but she wouldn't stop. The DJ started sending DMCA requests to her blog host from the photos of his that she had posted. The repeated violations got her blog shut down, but then she started emailing him instead of posting blogs. He made a filter folder so he never would have to see them aside from occasionally peeking at the insanity in the folder from time to time, just out of curiosity. Years went by and he hadn't answered any of her emails after 2 of them when he very adamantly told her to stop all communications and leave him alone. This continued for years, and in total she has sent him over 4,000 emails, all of which he's archived. This is a picture of just a select few of them. The more recent emails had gotten very dark and violent in tone.
Whoa, hold on a minute. Damn. These are pretty intense. Oh, she made a typo. 4,000 emails. How many of them are full of typos? You kidding me? You got me fucked up. Shove it where the sun don't shine, or according to In Mandy's vagina. Fuck off. Get lost, Janet motherfucking Jackson. Kiss my ass. Well, yeah, this is just mental illness. Yeah, that's rough.
Tone. In one of the most recent ones, she was threatening to find and hurt the DJ and happily go to jail for it. In another one, she listed the specific neighborhood in which he lived, which he worries she may have his address if she already knew what town he lives in. In an effort to stem the flow of information, he deleted all of his social media accounts a while back, but she would still email him pictures he appeared in from his friends who had public profiles, as well as radio station photos that he appeared in. Most disturbingly, she sent the DJ photos of a shrine she had made of him in her home, with framed photos of his
Good
social
picture
media
to
that
use.
she posted up on the walls, desks, etc.
Helga.
Being a DJ, his appearance schedule must remain public, so she could technically find him working at nightclubs anytime she wants to, and understandably, he's freaked out and worried
He's a
about his
prime
safety.
criminal.
After calling multiple attorneys, none seemed very interested in helping him with this matter. Due to his fear of facing the girl in real life or even being in the same room as her, he never went through with filing a restraining order. He also worried that on the off chance she didn't have his home address, the legal process would reveal it to her. To my knowledge, there was never any follow-up with this, and it's not known if the harassment continued or what route the DJ pursued, if any. But this is one of those extreme cases of how a fan's obsession could have a very negative effect on someone's well-being and mental health. In this last one, a viewer who wanted to be referred to as Christian received multiple emails that he wanted me to share in a story video. Christian has a friend named Katie who was out for a job interview. They used to be co-workers, which is how they met. Nothing was out of the ordinary until Christian started to try and contact Katie after her interview was supposed to be done,
He's a
only
prime
to find
cat.
that his texts weren't delivering and calls were going straight to voicemail. It was very possible that her phone could have been off or she had no cell service, but as hours passed and still nothing was delivering, he started to get concerned. The most likely and obvious possibility was that she lost or broke her phone, but finally, hours later, the text said delivered. However, Kate never replied. That same day, as Christian was checking his email, he saw an email from Katie's old work email. He opened it, and it read, "Hey, I lost my phone and keys. Can you come pick me up? I'm by some old warehouse construction-looking building in the parking lot across from a Hyatt place."
It's a trap.
Christian asked when she last had her phone and if she had any idea how she lost it. She replied, "I have no idea. Just come soon, please. It's cold." The address that she then sent to better help Christian get to her said it was 20 minutes away. But looking at the location of the address on the map, it led to some abandoned-looking warehouse parking lot, evident by the green growing in the parking lot and decaying-looking rooftop. Christian sent another email back, demanding she go to a less sketchy pickup point. She took a few minutes to answer back with, "I'm already sitting on a bench here. I'm comfortable, just please hurry." Christian got in his car and started following the directions to the location he was told to go. But about halfway there, he stopped the car when he had a thought. And that was, how is she using her laptop to email him in the middle of some random parking lot by an abandoned warehouse? While it was maybe possible that there was some free Optimum Wi-Fi nearby or something, it did seem very unlikely. This is where Christian became suspicious of the whole thing, and the fact that she was using her laptop to contact him instead of going to the hotel across the street and calling him just made it seem more suspicious. He tried calling her number a few times, and now it was ringing instead of going to voicemail. On his third try, the phone rang twice and somebody picked up for a second, though most likely on accident. By this point, Christian was suspicious all of Katie's things were stolen. He called Katie's brother to tell him about the situation and ask his opinion.
Chris,
But
kind
when
of
he
smart.
asked, first thing, have you heard from Katie? Katie's brother said she had been home for 2 hours, and that her entire backpack and phone were stolen. Christian yelled into the phone that he was being led into some sketchy parking lot at that very moment by someone who was on Katie's email, most likely on her laptop. Christian drove to Katie's house immediately to pick the two of them up, and they called her
But it was
phone
an
and left a voicemail,
elaborate
all
trap.
three of them yelling threats of what they
The real
do if
Katie
they
was
didn't
at the
return
bench.
phone and laptop.
Those were the
Probably
criminals.
went unheard if the thief didn't have her passcode. They also sent a number of texts which went unresponded to. After calling the police and requesting assistance in the parking lot, a police car did show up, but the entire parking lot was abandoned as expected, and no further emails were received. Kate's phone was never turned
Thanks, we
on
said one
again.
drop.
It was likely disposed of. She never got any of her stuff back, but on the bright side, Christian may have avoided being lured into some kind of trap that would have led to him being robbed or harmed.
Yeah, true. Good work, Christian. Well, there was nothing paranormal there, so it wasn't scary. No ghosts, no spooks. Thanks, resub EA. Yeah, you know what? We can watch the new tub tonight, actually. I was gonna wait a little bit, but I do want to watch it tonight.
Many disturbing things have been caught on security camera footage, from break-ins to disappearances to even ghosts and supposed alien abductions.
Jesus
It's
Christ,
no doubt
Bobby.
these cameras capture some interesting and dark pieces of footage. In today's
God
video,
damn,
I wanted
thank
to
you,
focus
Bobby.
on the horrors that have been caught on film and discuss the context within each
Super
video.
sweet
So
tonight, man.
please,
Thank you.
Join me as we take a look into disturbing things caught on security cameras.
Reese's Pieces. Hey everyone, it's spooky season, and that means Tov is going to be wearing a costume for every video uploaded in October. Lots of love. From
Nice.
Tov.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are Minion because
Wow.
it is October, which means I'm going to be wearing a costume every single video in October, just like last year. Gonna take these off though because they are
Jesus.
uncomfortable. In
Those
case you guys
glasses
are
are
like, "Tough,
fucking
you didn't
hard."
upload last week. I did. It was Overdose, my best song so far. So if you want to go hear my amazing vocal cords, go check out Overdose after this video.
Yeah, about to brown my pants again. Some disturbing
Please
stuff.
go stream it on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, all that. Also, sadly, my last Morbid video got demonetized. The one about YouTubers, which is so annoying. Like, bruh, like this is my livelihood. So if I still haven't solved that, because I'm really trying to like talk to YouTube about that one, because I know I did nothing wrong. It's such a successful video. Such a successful video. It has 1.6 million views as I'm recording this, and if you guys could help me out and just tag YouTube under my
Yeah, there really
most
wasn't
recent
anything
tweet, that would
bad
be
in it.
amazing,
Just
to get their
unlucky.
attention. It sucks that I have to do that. I have to fucking tweet to get, you know, my boss.
Bro got the
attention.
minion
Yeah,
drip.
if you guys could help me out, that would be so awesome. I'll leave a link in the description to my
The
Twitter.
goggles
You don't
look
have to
nice,
if you don't
too.
want to. If you don't care, that's cool. Also, I think I broke a YouTube world record because I've never heard of a case where YouTube puts your video on the trending tab and then demonetizes it. Like, the trending videos are handpicked by employees, so
They
they
just put
hype
it on
me
their
up,
radar and
and then
want
we're
to
like, oh, yeah, you're
demonetize
just
it
not
for
gonna
'em.
get fucking paid for this video. But also, speaking of like social medias, I'm almost at 100,000 on Instagram, so if you guys could follow me on there, that would be amazing. And I also figured I'd update you guys on the tattoo, the Charlie tattoo that I was planning on getting. I got it like a week after I went to Florida. It's right here. I'll put it.
Yes, sir.
Got a little penguin on the iceberg, tip of the iceberg.
I didn't draw that, by the way.
Charlie. But yeah, in October, I want.
I can't
to
draw that
make
well.
More scary videos, I guess. More scary. I guess all my content is morbid, but I want to focus a little bit just on scary stuff. So let me try something. I'm gonna try something different. Can you guys just watch the video all the way through? Like, give me that watch time. Like, we'll destroy the algorithm.
Thanks
if
to the
you guys
bits,
just give me watch
Rose-
time.
or
That's
the
how it works.
resub
If you guys
Rosa.
watch it all the way through. Just do it. Just do it. Just like, what if I just tell you guys to watch the video all the way through? But yeah, like I said in the intro, today we're gonna be talking about disturbing security camera footage. And if you guys don't already, make sure to get yourself some candy corn. Woohoo, candy corn. Let's get started.
The
with
worst
video.
candy.
Disappearance of Lars Mitek.
Legitimately one of the
On the 8th
worst.
of July 2014, at Varna Airport in Bulgaria, German man Lars Mitek was on vacation with 4 friends at a resort called Golden Sands. This resort was popular among visitors
Nah,
as it
candy corn
resided by the
sucks.
coast of the Black Sea, and it was a fairly cheap stay. Specifically, Lars and his friends were staying at Hotel Viva Club within the resort. Everything was
some
going
Mothman.
great, and they spent their time hanging out on the beach, drinking, and other things of that nature. Though things took a turn about a week later when Lars got into a fight at a 24-hour McDonald's. Lars, a fan of the football club Werder Bremen, had differences with fans of Bayern Munich. He then parted from his friends
that's the
outside a
lamest
restaurant
shit.
after leaving the bar, and just
There is no, I still think it is extraordinarily lame to get in fights for the sake of a team you like in a sport. People like to pretend that, you know, liking sports isn't nerdy, but you do exactly what people on Twitter do, but to the next level. Like for anime, you do it for sports, but like an actual fist fight and ruin your life over it. I think that's just as nerdy, if not more nerdy.
disappeared for the rest of the night. Lars turned up at the resort the following morning and told his friends he was beaten by 4 men hired by the group in the bar who he had a disagreement with the night before. The fight resulted in Lars having an injured jaw and ruptured eardrum. He went and saw a doctor who advised him to not fly due to his injury because the high altitude pressure could make things worse. So he prescribed the antibiotic cefprozil. Lars's friends wanted to stay with him, but he insisted he was fine on his own. And he told them they could go back home without him. He'll just stay to recover. So they did. They left without him. Lars checked out of the resort the same time as his friends and checked into the hotel Color Varna for one night. The hotel was cheap and close to the airport. However, a day after his friends left, he began to act paranoid. While at the hotel, Lars called his mother, and in a whisper, he told her that people were trying to kill him or rob him, and that she should cancel his credit cards. The security cameras in the hotel recorded him pacing up and down the halls, looking out windows, and hiding in an elevator.
This is sad.
At 1 in the morning, he left the hotel before returning about an hour later. It's not known what he did in this period of time. In the morning, he once again called his mother, telling her that the people pursuing him were getting closer. Lars was last seen at Varna Airport on July 8th, 2014, the day he was planning on going back to Germany. He texted his mother that he had arrived at the airport. He went to consult with the airport doctor, Dr. Kosta Kostov, and Kostov would later describe his behavior as nervous and erratic. According to Kostov, he told Lars that he was fine and he could return home. However, Lars didn't leave his office, expressing doubt about the medication that he was taking. At that time, a construction worker entered the office. The airport was undergoing renovation at the time, so it was pretty normal for a construction worker to come into an office and ask, hey, what else do you need me to do? You know, stuff like that. Kostov said that Lars then began to tremble. He yelled, I don't want to die here. I have to get out of here. He then got up and fled the office. He left all of his luggage, which included his wallet, cell phone, and passport. He was captured by airport security cameras fleeing the terminal. Once outside, he can be seen on the footage jogging away from the airport, climbing a fence, running into a meadow, and sprinting off camera. This was the last time Lars Matank was ever seen.
I vaguely remember this. The leading theory is that he somehow like fell into the construction site and died and got buried in there, isn't it? This is him, isn't it? I actually remember this now vaguely. Or am I thinking of someone else? Oh, that's the wrong guy? Oh, different guy. Oh, never mind then. Maybe I don't know anything about this. The construction really checked out, though. Do you guys know who I'm talking about, though? I don't remember the exact case, but there was a guy captured on security footage, like, acting really erratic, eventually disappears, they can't find him, but the leading theory was he, like, fell into, like, I guess it'd be, like, wet cement or something, and died there, and no one ever knew. Oh, that was at the bar. Oh, that's right, it was the bar guy. Yep. That's what it was. At the mall. The mall bar thing. That was his name? Brian Schaefer? Fucking terrifying story. Thanks, resub Drew. In the prime. Goralpsby. Well, that was super wholesome, Drew.
A lot of people think that he just got brain damage from the fight and that he just went insane after that. The running into nothingness, it's so scary. And then never being seen again, bro. Truly horrifying. Imagine the last place you're seen is through a 180p security camera. Jesus. Like, that sucks. That sucks so much. Wow.
It does suck.
Move on to the next one.
Oh, there's not even like a theory around what happened to him? That's it? Man just straight vanished? No theories at all. Oh, right, I need to move this back. I just noticed. Sorry. This was for Rocket League, and I forgot to move it back.
Talking about, like, disturbing security camera footage really makes me, it makes me want to write. But thankfully... Jesus Christ, this is such a bad fucking ad. You guys
Thanks to 5 gift subs, Isaac.
But thankfully,
resub Froggy.
we have the Earl Notebook. We sell notebooks at earldoesn'texist.com. This is not our specialty. This is like a thing for the fall drop. This is never going to be sold again. It's not our main thing. I just needed a segue to...
What a weird segue after the disappearance of a guy.
Make you want to write. We have zip-up hoodies. Yeah, look at that. A zip-up hoodie. Maybe y'all don't like pullover hoodies. That's okay. We got zip-ups. We have so many things at the store. Please, make sure to visit earldoesn'texist.com because sometimes YouTube, my boss, gives me limited ads.
Slap my popcorn.
Demonetization. You guys buying from Earl helps me a ton. It helps. It's genuinely like the #1 way to support me. Thank you guys for buying at Earl. We have that goal of being a mainstream brand one day. Make sure to go shop at earldoesn'texist.com and get yourself something nice for fall. But
the
yeah,
guy vanished because he didn't buy my merch.
Jameson family disappearance. On October 8th, 2009, in Eufaula,
That's the leading
Oklahoma,
theory.
a family of 3 went missing, and till this day, no one knows what led up to their mysterious deaths. Bobby Dale Jameson, his wife Sherilyn, and their 6-year-old daughter Madison seemed to live pretty normal lives until family members noticed they were gone. A police search began and their truck was found in Latimer County, which is an hour away from their home. In the past few months, the family had been looking for 40 acres of land to buy, where they planned to live in their storage shed. But the items found in their truck indicate that they weren't planning on disappearing forever. Inside, investigators found their IDs, wallets, phones, Sherilyn's purse, and even the family dog, which was alive but extremely malnourished. Dude, this thing is choking me. Y'all, leave a like, because I'm getting choked, bro. Leave a like, subscribe, buy Earl. Y'all know what to do. They also found $32,000 in cash, and police still don't know where they got that money from. Some investigators suspect that
they probably just took it out.
Selling or buying drugs. But also, why would you take your daughter to a drug deal? Doesn't really make that much sense. Not only that, but in a cell phone in the car, they found this creepy photo of the daughter in the woods the day the family disappeared. It was impossible to tell from the condition of the truck if they had left voluntarily or had been forced out of the car by someone else. A search party was formed and investigators combed through miles of woods and surrounding area looking for any trace of the Jameson family, but nothing was found. On November 16th, 2013, 4 years later, just 3 miles away from where the truck was parked, hunters stumbled upon the partial remains of 2 adult skeletons and 1 child skeleton. Forensic testing proved that it was the Jameson family, but due to how decomposed the bodies were, they couldn't find a cause of death. So the police decided to open the case back up again and check through the family security footage. What they found was extremely odd. In the video, the couple is seen going back and forth between the house and the truck, packing up their things, and in the video they didn't interact once, and they seem to be bringing and taking the same stuff from the house. Prior to their disappearance, Bobby Dale had gone to his pastor and claimed that his home was haunted, saying that he had 2 to 4 ghosts.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sherilyn had also purchased a satanic Bible, allegedly as a joke. However, Bobby Dale confessed to his pastor that
that's definitely a murder-suicide.
that witchcraft may have been a factor in their deaths. Sherilyn's mother believed that the Jamesons had somehow gotten involved with a cult and were murdered by violent members, but she never named the cult, and there's no evidence supporting that theory.
Nah, I think that's definitely like a murder-suicide.
On
That's
January 10th,
fucking
2019,
awful.
in Birmingham, which is in the United Kingdom, a thief was caught on an inner home security camera. First, he triggers the patio light, which he doesn't care about, and then shines his flashlight inside the home to see what he can take. He then proceeds to pick the lock on the sliding glass door and eventually is successful. He slides the door and listens in for a while before leaving the scene in a hurry. But seconds later, he returns, and this time he actually enters the home and begins getting a better look at the place. Then the house alarm goes off and he makes a run for it, for good this time. Keep in mind, the homeowners were in the house the whole time. They were upstairs and they were fucking horrified seeing how deep someone got into their house. One of the homeowners explained on Facebook, "So last night at around 12:30 a.m. we got broken into by this scumbag. Luckily he fled by our house alarm, but still managed to break our patio lock completely and get into the living room. Absolutely mind-boggled that someone was in my house while I was asleep. We noticed a car come down the road and pass our house twice just a few minutes before this man ran up our drive. The car looks like a black BMW 1 Series. CCTV also shows he has a funny limp with his walk. Someone must recognize this. Honestly gutted. Hopefully this.
Does he have a limp? It didn't look like it. It looked like he was sneaking like a cartoon
how
character.
Quiet the thief was and how deep he got into the house. And luckily for them, they had a camera inside the home, which I don't really see most homes do. It's usually businesses that have inner security cameras. The person was never caught, in case you're wondering. I mean, they're wearing a mask. You can't really do anything about that one. But yeah, I thought this was a scary one to add to the list. Let's continue. Ghosts.
That one's like something out of
Okay,
Mr.
so first
Nightmare,
let's start
like the
with these
actual
orbs
footage
that are
stuff.
caught on security camera footage. A lot of people think these are ghosts or souls, and this is how they appear in video. Just bright balls of light that the human eye can't see. Some people like to see it as their loved ones visiting them, but we'll never really know. Though it is interesting how many orbs are caught on camera. Moving on to more creepy stuff are actual like ghosts caught on film. Now there are many of these cases. I think most of them are fake. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll show you some that I think could be real.
I want to be convinced.
I don't
I've
see
been
why someone
wanting
wouldn't.
real
But, most people just try to
evidence.
fake it to get clout, you know? So I got some genuine ones for you guys. Here we have a video taken by a mother of a little boy on his bicycle, and if you look closely at the balcony, you can see the shape of a little child. This took place in England, and the
A
property
little
dates back to the
child? I thought this was like the ghost of like Charles III or something up there. That's a kid? What's he wearing? A suit? With like a flower in his pocket? That's not a kid. That's an old monarch.
in England, and the property dates back to the 19th century.
A Jedi.
The mother asked officials about the figure, and they said only security was in the building at the time. And I don't think they have 4'9" securities guarding the place. The next clip is from 2019, and I'll just read how the video starts off. The following clip was filmed while my mom and I were on vacation. We decided to leave our cats home alone for the few nights we would be gone. We scheduled a house sitter to come by and check up on them every other morning. When we arrived back home, we noticed a strange change in their behavior, so we decided to review the footage.
Now
This
they're
is what we
bipedal.
found. One of the cats already seemed startled
And
by
they
the time
bench
the video
press.
starts, and if you look at the right side of the video, we can see a shadow walk past the hallway.
Oh shit.
Then we see this table shake and the door open. The video ends with this title card. This happened December 18th, 2019. We decided to wait before releasing the footage publicly. Please share this video. We are still looking for answers. Okay, while I was writing the script down, I realized this one kind of seems fake too. Sorry for saying these could be real. But I mean, why beg people to fucking share the video? What the fuck are they gonna do? Get Bill Nye the Science Guy to fucking, oh, it's scientifically proven. Like, no. Like, you have ghosts in your house. You don't need this to get...
You don't understand.
That's how I think
There's
about it.
experts
Let me know
out
what you think
there.
about it.
There's always the TikTok, or witch talk, excuse me, that can explain away anything. I still remember the time I accidentally played a prank on them with the haunted egg video. That was unlucky. They were not happy about that. But god damn it, reading those or watching those responses about like, finally it's confirmed, was pretty joyous. If anyone remembers that. That wasn't even on purpose. You mean, yeah, Matt put the prank on me, which ended up pranking them. Because I genuinely didn't know. God, that's still so embarrassing. Banger, though. Banger, though.
Okay, but this next one I think is 100% real. Like, actually 100% real. This footage literally gives me chills. Apparently, this family in 2019 thought their house was haunted, and they had been experiencing paranormal things. Like, for example, the mother said she felt someone's hands on her neck while sleeping. The footage shows a figure walking by the baby's crib, and the baby ended up with a scratch on her face the morning after.
Thanks, resub frogs.
Also, the baby's grandpa explained that he had heard a story about the previous homeowner committing by jumping out the window.
The story that I was told was the gentleman that lived here originally committed, apparently, by jumping out this window.
But then they showed the house, and I think you could break your bones but not die from this. Also, fucking scary place to own a house? Literally in the middle of the fucking woods.
That is a fair comparison.
The house from Courage the Cowardly Dog seems safer than this. Fucking
I
wood.
will agree, this is a fucking weird house. Where do you even find a listing for this? This looks like a shed that someone just stumbled upon. They're like, yeah, I can sell this. What an interesting abode.
The house from Courage the Cowardly Dog seems safer than this. Woman in handcuffs. On August 24th, 2018 in Montgomery, Texas, security camera footage caught a woman in handcuffs.
Oh, I
ringing
actually
a
remember
homeless
this one. This
doorbell
one's
and then
just
walking
legitimately
away. It was
sad.
about 3:20 a.m. and the frightened home resident called police, saying that there was a woman wearing what looked like restraints with no shoes and that she was ringing their doorbell late in the evening. The footage went viral, making national news. At first, no one was able to identify the woman as police searches intensified. Local officials were worried that something may have happened to the woman as she appeared to be in distress in the footage. 5 days later, on August 29th, the woman was identified as 32-year-old local resident whose name was kept private for safety reasons due to suspected domestic violence. She told police she had been sexually and that the broken restraints on her wrists were bondage cuffs.
A lot of details, but I was scared at the time, and that's what caused me to ring the neighbor's doorbell. I believe in my heart that is not who he truly is, so I don't want, it hurts me to see him bashed online.
When she was found, her boyfriend was also found with a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. She explained that not only did she try ringing doorbells, but she also tried waving cars down, but
I didn't remember that part.
She wouldn't disclose details about what caused her to flee from the home, but she told local news that she forgives him.
I woke up and he was kneeling on my chest and stuffing some sort of cloths in my mouth and duct taping my entire head. Felt like when that was happening, like
I just remember the ring footage
I was
thing.
going to die there that night.
Missy Beavers killer. Terry Missy Beavers was born on August
Tier
9,
1 Haas,
1970 in
Smed.
Graham, Texas.
Tier
Married
1
to
robot.
Brandon Beavers in 1998, Missy was a mother to 3 daughters and the family resided in Red Oak. Missy Beavers worked as a fitness instructor, holding Camp Gladiator boot camps at Midlothian's Creekside Church of Christ, only 20 minutes away from her residence. On April 18, 2016, the body of Missy Beavers was found at that same church. Beavers' murder garnered a lot of media attention after Midlothian police published surveillance videos from inside the church. Captured around the time period before Beavers' murder, the video shows an unknown person in police tactical gear walking around. They would also break glass and break into doors. Police believe the person in the video is Beavers' murderer.
I don't remember this one. Where can you even get tactical gear like this without being a police officer?
Initial case, but it's not solved yet, and I don't know if it ever will be. Before dawn on April 18, 2016, there was a heavy thunderstorm. The night before her murder,
You can buy that
informed
on
her
Amazon?
students that the fitness class would be held inside, as opposed to the typical site at the parking lot.
That looks
was last
official
seen on
as fuck.
surveillance tapes arriving at 4:18 in the morning. Shortly after 5 in the morning, a student entered the class, stumbling upon Beavers' body. She was pronounced dead not long after the police arrived, and she was found with several puncture wounds to the head and chest. A police warrant alleged that these wounds were consistent with tools the suspect was carrying throughout the building. Although police did not confirm whether it was a weapon of murder, the hammer was found alongside other tools near her body. At first, the investigators were sure the suspect was a man. However, as time went by, more and more people had begun to suspect that it's actually a woman under that costume. Investigators shared another potential clue. The suspect appeared to be walking slowly, sometimes steadying themselves with the wall and having trouble moving their right foot or leg. In 2021, a forensic podiatrist contested both claims, alleging that the walk was affected by the weight of the gear and the weapons, and there's no relationship between the walk and the gender. Initially, a reward was set at $10,000 before doubling to $20,000 and then rising to $50,000. And ever since 2021, the price stayed at $150,000 simply for information about this person. Wow. Rest in peace.
What the fuck? This doesn't really look like a costume you'd buy on Amazon, though. I mean, granted, I've never tried to buy police tactical gear, but this looks like the whole shebang. Like, that shit looks super official. It's 240p video, what do you want about? Look at the size of this shit! It looks like there's a bulletproof vest under the initial vest. I mean, I guess it could just be shitty quality, but he or she looks like the Juggernaut from Call of Duty. Usually, like police outfits that you'd find at Party City and everything look a lot flimsier and shittier than that. True, I guess they could just be rather large. I'm assuming it's all the equipment, but yeah, they could just be a large person, I guess. I suppose. Not that intense. I don't know. I'm pretty impressed by it. It seems like official gear. At least compared to the other shit you ever see from, like, police costumes that you'd find on Amazon and eBay.
$1,000 simply for information about this person. Wow. Rest in peace. Disappearance of Meta Valentine.
Airsoft cosplay.
Meta
True.
Valentine
The
was reported
tactical
missing in
equipment.
2014.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. I'm not deep into the airsoft community. The people that dress up in the tactical stuff, like the actual tactical stuff, legitimately have connections to the real distributors, right? I remember watching a video about one of them getting into a fight and him talking about his connections to, like, the actual enforcement agencies and the distributors. I don't know if that's something just a normal civilian can buy. Not always. Okay. Maybe it was just that one guy then.
After she failed to show up for Bible study. The last footage of her was this surveillance video taken from outside of her apartments.
Thanks, resub CJ.
The man that chased her down in the video was later identified as Reginald McDowell, her ex-boyfriend. Meta and McDowell first met in high school, but their relationship was extremely complicated. By 1999, Meta ended up dating someone new, a man named Kenneth D. Thompson, and that same year, Meta and Kenneth were reportedly bound, gagged, pistol whipped, and placed into the trunk of a vehicle by the ex, Reginald. He was later charged with 2 counts of first-degree kidnapping and 1 count each of first-degree burglary and shooting into an occupied vehicle. In 2001, Reginald was sentenced to 15 years in prison, but was released in 2011. Once he was free, him and Meta got back together. In 2014, Meta ended up just breaking up with him. And 11 days after doing so, she went missing. Meta's body was never found, and Reginald was never caught, but he's suspected to be somewhere in New York. Ugh, that's so sad. Imagine the last footage of you is security. Imagine your kids. She was a mom.
God
the last
damn.
thing.
Jesus Christ.
Just like some pixels of her running.
Why though? That's a cycle of abuse, man. It's not uncommon. We were talking about it earlier. I thought it was 5, but I guess the number 7. It usually takes someone 7 attempts to leave an abuser before they finally actually leave an abuser. Everyone likes to make it sound like it's so easy, like, well, just leave. Just get the fuck out. What are you doing? Just leave. It really isn't that simple. It's just not. And it never has been, never will be.
Wait, that's horrible. That's horrible. But yeah, rest in peace, sir. Supposed alien abduction caught on film. In 1996, the TV show Paranormal Borderline had a submission that contained a VHS tape and a letter. The letter told the story of a worker who appeared to have been abducted by aliens. The footage shows 4 angles of different sections of the warehouse. The top right one is the one we'll be focusing on. We see a worker leave the gate at 11 p.m. and then boom, a flash of light knocks all the cameras out and only come back until 1 in the morning. Then we see the man crawl back, vomit, then leave the scene again. Apparently the man quit his job and moved away. Now, I know this one's most likely fake, and it's already extremely corny, but let's hear what a UFO researcher has to say about this same footage.
I work with many people that
a UFO researcher,
suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. Something happened to them, externally happened to them, that they don't maybe quite remember, but they know they became ill. They know that, you know, they came back and it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and what happened? I just opened the gate and it was 11:15, and then next thing I remember, it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm sick to my stomach.
That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
I always love the UFO research community.
If you are new,
some of them,
the channel, I upload a bunch
I think, are
videos.
totally fine, but then some go too hard.
Career. You want to go check that out? No, okay. My
Here's
music's
your
good.
Big
I'm not
Ed.
gonna lie. Like, I
C
think
and
my
the Prime Milk.
Go give it a try.
The
But
5
yeah,
subs robot.
Earl,
Thank you,
please,
robot.
That's the most direct way of supporting me. I have Patreon too. Shout out all my patrons. Earl's cool.
Maybe sub Siso.
I didn't explain anything. Yeah, more videos in October, more costumes, and follow me on my socials. You guys always keep up with me on there, so that's amazing. I'll see you guys next time I upload.
These are 5. This is Sonya again. Oh, I always check in on the UFO subreddit. I'm very active on there as like a watcher. Oh, speaking of watcher, you guys remember that story that I was talking about quite a long time ago, and then researched about the Watcher? You guys know they made a Netflix show off of that? I didn't watch it. Tiana watched it. I caught pieces of it. It seemed good. It sucks. Oh, is it not good? From the little bits and pieces I saw, it looked pretty okay to me. People hated the ending, but you know, yeah, I mean, not much you can do there. Yeah, I never saw a full episode or anything, but from everything I saw from Tiana watching it while I was eating, it seemed okay. They used some of the real letters from the Watcher. I thought that was a nice touch. Yeah, the actual story it's based on, I think, is interesting, though not exciting. The actual story of the Watcher is not super dissimilar from how the show portrays it, at least from what I've seen. Family moves into a house, the family's from New Jersey, and they immediately start getting these really weird letters talking about, like, watching them, giving a lot of details about the people in the house, then saying shit like, oh, the young blood in the basement, and shit like that. But as I recall, at least my theory was that it was, not the husband. Well, actually, I won't get into it because it might be spoilers for the show. I haven't actually, like, watched the show itself. But I thought it was pretty interesting, like, the story itself, just not an exciting story in real life. It's old lore, though. Yeah, but the show's not, like, a recreation of it. It just is inspired by it. No, I never really got big into Little Big Planet. Crazy old guy believes you can talk to aliens. Are you talking about the Yael? Oh, this is not the guy that channels the Yael. Oh, but he was in Louis Theroux's video. One of his documentaries. What the fuck is the third video? Demi Lovato has a show where she goes to, like, haunted locations and sings with spirits. It's pretty fucking sad. Like, I just feel bad. I watched the new Tub video.
Why is this image creepy? I mean, it looks like a human, but it's not.
My man, this does not look like a human at all. This looks like the You're Not Perfect guy from Courage the Cowardly Dog. This shit looks like it's a, like, thumb person. One of Mr. Fluke's Fluglies from Spy Kids. This shit does not look like a human, if you ask me.
It's not. Let's take it a step further. Why is this thing creepy?
This thing's kind of cool. I take it back.
What exactly makes us feel unsettled when coming face to face with something that is almost human?
That's the I feel fantastic
isn't?
lady.
In today's video, we'll be talking about the uncanny valley, the flashed face distortion effect, and the visual perception theories. Also, thank you to Astrigal for suggesting this video topic.
Are you the tier 1 wizard?
The
in
Uncanny
the tier 1
Valley.
jail?
So,
the prime beer?
the Uncanny Valley is a phenomenon introduced by Masahiro Mori in the 1970s. It's used to describe the relationship between a human-like object and the emotional response it evokes in people. The average human has 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, a mouth, eyebrows, and hair. But why does this image look normal, and this one just looks like something straight out of your nightmares? That's because what we're looking at is almost human, and our minds can recognize that. If we take a look at this chart here, we see that it's using 2 scales, familiarity and human likeness. We're very familiar with stuffed animals and industrial robots. However, the closer the object meets its humans, the closer they reach the uncanny valley. A state of mind.
Which one was the robot there, am I right?
Because we don't know if what we're
Jimmy or the girl
or not. All we know is that they're almost human. Masahiro Mori wrote an essay all about the uncanny valley and goes into detail on what exactly makes us feel uncomfortable. For context, Masahiro was a Japanese roboticist, most known for his research in humans' emotional responses to non-human entities. The essay was written in Japanese but has been translated to English. In the effect of movements section, he states, for example, one robot had 29 pairs of artificial muscles in the face, the same number as a human being, to
Are they
make it smile
grieving?
in a human-like fashion. According to the designer, a smile is a dynamic sequence of facial deformations, and the speed of the deformations is crucial. When the speed is cut in half in an attempt to make the robot bring up a smile more slowly.
Alright, real quick. I've said this a million times and I'll say it again. What the fuck is the point in making robots that look like humans? Why? That doesn't do anything to help us. Like, if we want robots to, like, do chores or something, it could just look like a goddamn drone. It doesn't need to look human-like, right? It makes no fucking sense unless they're sex robots. Outside of fucking it, why even make it look human at all? It could just look like a drone. As long as the job gets done, it doesn't matter if it looks like my grandpa, right? It could just look like a giant hunk of metal doing the task to adequately. The only possible logic I could see with making a robot that looks human is to fuck it. Which I don't think every robot needs to double as a sex bot.
Instead of looking happy, its expression turns creepy. This shows how, because of a variation in movement, something has come to appear very close to
Oh my god,
human,
never mind, I see
like
the
a
purpose
robot,
now.
Puppet, or
Einstein's
a
back,
hand,
baby, let's
can
go.
easily tumble down into the uncanny valley. Movement is a great part of the uncanny valley. It's one thing to see a creepy robot, but if that dude blinks at me, bruh, I'm dipping the fuck out of there. Our minds are set to recognize that movement coming from an object is most likely alive. A caterpillar, a dog, a bird, a fish, your Uncle Jose. But this sensation of eeriness runs through us when we see a human-like robot. Now, why? Why do we feel this way? There's not really a specific answer. This is just a phenomenon that everyone seems to agree on. But many people theorize that the reason us as humans have this sharp emotional ability to recognize other humans is because maybe at one point, recognizing other humans was a living necessity. Again, that's just a theory. No, not a game theory. Or
that is an interesting idea. That's something I think about from time to time. Early human beings had so much shit that they had to learn that today would make no sense to us. There probably was a time when you wouldn't be able to recognize if what you were looking at was a human being or not. I think about that a lot. And also, I remember this from a movie called, I think it's The Man from Earth. There was a time in our history where we would watch someone go to sleep and they never wake up and we just wonder why. The concept of death eluded us. That's just baffling to me, to think about that. You're millions of years beyond that, why worry? Well, it's not worrying, it's just something I think about. I find that interesting. Like, starting from the bottom. Like, just thinking back to that. What's now become just, like, basic common sense for humans was something that had to be learned over so many years. Just kind of cool to think about, I guess.
I don't know, maybe 2025 there'll be some aliens coming down to Earth that look just like us, but thanks to our uncanny valley senses.
Grug, no wake up.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Alien, arrest him. I don't know what we would do. So, how does a roboticist or an artist avoid the uncanny valley? Well, Masahiro Mori explains that this can be greatly avoided by not combining robots and humans. Many problems will be faced, including that of false smiles. When robots seem disingenuous smiling simply because they don't have all the muscles our face does, and their movements are far more coordinated than ours. We've talked enough about the uncanny valley. Now let me give you some specific examples. Tara the android. If you have watched previous videos on my channel, then you might remember
Do we know
us talking
Tara?
about a video called I Feel Fantastic.
Oh, it's her. Yeah, this one's OG YouTube shit.
The video began gaining popularity in the 2010s due to being extremely creepy. The video depicts a female robot singing with a text-to-speech voice. Since this is the internet, rumors started spreading that the creator of the video was a murderer and other weird stuff, but no, just another classic internet rumor. The bot was created by John Bergeron in 2003, and multiple music videos were made. It just so happens that I Feel Fantastic was re-uploaded onto YouTube either by him or another person, and it went viral. It's obvious the creator was going for an unsettling vibe with the use of the robot, dark synths, odd voice, and overall disturbing atmosphere. Visiting androidworld.com/prod68.htm will lead you to a buying page, where apparently you can buy a DVD with 5 3-minute songs by Tara. I mean, they have a working PayPal link, but in all honesty,
let's go.
you're probably not going to get what you ordered considering the website was created in 2004.
No, he's still
Medal
probably
of
active.
Honor, Warfighter. Medal of Honor Warfighter
What?
is a video game developed by Danger Close Games, released in 2012
Man, rest in
for
peace,
360,
Medal of Honor.
PS3, and PC. Though these aren't physical robots, they do create very unsettling avatars, resulting in the uncanny valley. Let's take a look at this cutscene.
So you picked a name.
Oh, wow. I don't remember this.
Girl, that didn't work.
Well, keep Michael in your hip pocket. That way when...
Isabella.
Oh, beautiful. When Isabella shows
Holy
up...
shit, yeah, this is weird.
What? That's how I met you. God bless older sisters.
I want to play it. This shit's like a creepypasta. Animated.
Okay, I'll take that as a chance to hit the ladies. Married to that man for 22 years. And one of the things I've learned that some of the other wives didn't is that it's better to have them happy and to have them safe.
Easy resub, Chad.
Now, what's the difference between these player models and player models in a game like GTA 5? Well, GTA 5 had a far greater budget, which meant they could hire actors, not voice actors, in motion capture suits and in general afford better technology. I don't mean to be a Rockstar fanboy, but Rockstar always goes all out when it comes to their models' facial expressions.
They definitely
such
do.
Such as LA Noire, where a major task in the game is to read other characters' expressions to tell if they're lying or not. They achieve this with facial scan technology, which is also meant to skip over the uncanny valley because their characters actually look good. On the other hand, animating 3D characters by hand, or at least without a big budget.
That actually is kind of wild. I haven't played Medal of Honor Warfighter. I think most people stopped playing Medal of Honor after the PS2 era because the game just got turbo shit. But now I want to play it. This is kind of wild. You have to try really hard to make character models look this bad with a big budget. What's wrong with it? Bro, it looks like shit. What do you mean?
And trying to make them look hyper-realistic
looks super weird.
Only lead to an ugly design.
They look like
very awkward
greased
specifically
corpses.
In the hair, eyes, and head. I feel I should say this again. This is a phenomenon, not a fact. I'm sure there's a handful of people out there that are scared of Trevor Phillips because he looks like the uncanny valley. But the game made $1 billion 3 days after its release date in 2013, so probably not the majority. Off topic, but as a toddler, I was always afraid of the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics, specifically their eye movements. Like, stop blinking. You're not supposed to blink. You're a robot. But now that I'm older, I actually invented a piece of body protection that actually scares the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics and lets them know to not fuck with you. It's the Earl hat. Look at that. It's the
it's a
Earl
merch
hat.
plug.
We also got the I don't exist sweatshirt. But what's that? You don't like pastel colors?
Good
That's
shit.
completely okay. We also got the black Earl hat. In case you want to pull up
Kendrick
some school,
just dropped? Did he?
People know that
Nice.
animatronics can't fuck with you. Blue
I'll
hat
have to
also
listen.
exists. We also got trucker hats. And my personal favorite, the beanies. But yeah, that's enough of the self-promo. If you guys want to see all the items of my new brand Earl, make sure to click the link in the description or go to earldoesn'texist.com. Now let's head over to the next Uncanny Valley example. Telenoid. Let's talk about the thing in the thumbnail. Here in the US, we have Alexa. In Japan, they had Telenoid.
There is one question I would like to ask
Oh,
you.
wow. He moves so cool.
We had in 20 years in the phone market too.
It's like a fetus.
Created in 2010 by Hiroshi Ishiguro,
Jesus
Telenoid
Christ.
was a telecommunications avatar, which meant that when connected to your phone,
Like a
it would
weird
mimic the
marshmallow
other
thing.
person on the line's facial movements, and their voice would come out of the robot to, quote, make the call more enjoyable. The eyes follow you around, and the Telenoid is also 31.5 inches tall and has short limbs in order to make it huggable. Yup, so if you get horrible news and you're receiving it through a Telenoid, all you gotta do is pick it up, hug it, and start crying. And then probably crying even harder, you're hugging a fucking Telenoid. The whole idea
I'd never
was
heard of
very
this.
non-ideal because the other person had to use a webcam and a specific software in order for the Telenoid to work. So if you got a Telenoid, you would literally have to tell all your friends, hey, you guys should buy a webcam and also download a specific software. No one's gonna do that. This was supposed to be the next big invention, which would replace video calls.
God, it's so cool.
But I guess the researchers forgot that FaceTime exists. If you want to get your hands on one of these bad boys,
What
the
the
price starts
fuck?
at $8,000 for the consumer version and $35,000 for a research version.
It is actually like straight out of The Grudge. Why would he make the bottom of it look like this? Well, what is that design idea? Oh. It's like a pseudo sperm cell almost. Or like one of the boos from Mario. So you don't fuck it. Well, you can still fuck it in the mouth though if you wanted to. Like if you're having phone sex with a Telenoid, you can still put your dick in its mouth. Doesn't stop it. Oh, that would be so horrifying too. Your wife on the other end of the Telenoid just making the noises that the Telenoid mimicking her like that beast from Annihilation.
Limbs in order to make it huggable. Yup, so if you get horrible news version. But I guess the researchers forgot that FaceTime exists. If you want to get
He's a
your hands
tier
on
1
these bad boys,
Boblo.
the price
The
starts at
resub
$8,000
Hugo,
for the
Fungi,
consumer version
Tidleon,
and
Tuggy, and the
$35,000
Prime
for a
Guardian.
research version.
The resub trilogy.
The flashed face distortion effect, otherwise known as the alien faces illusion. In front of you are faces that will begin to change semi-rapidly. I'd like you to stare at the cross in the middle.
Alright.
Keeping your eyes focused on the cross, you should begin to notice that the faces become distorted.
Yeah, I'm
and
looking
begin
at
to
like
have non-realistic facial features.
Oblivion
This video
NPCs.
is not edited. Every image is normal. This is the flash face distortion effect, aka FFDE. But why do these?
I don't believe that. Those faces were absolutely fucked. No way. Were those just normal? Oh wow. Wow. Okay. I've never heard of that before. That's kind of cool. Alright, I fuck with that.
Edited. Every image is normal. This is the flash face distortion effect, aka FFDE. But why do these images become alien-like? This is because our brain is trying to fill these gaps through peripheral vision using our memory. Obviously, it has a hard
They look
time
like
doing
Titans.
that, and the flickering of the images doesn't help it at all either. Our brain does its best to detect faces, which is why we see faces on random objects. This part of the brain is called the amygdala, a section of our brain that is commonly thought to form the core of a neural system for processing fearful and threatening stimuli, including detection of threat and activation of appropriate fear-related behaviors in response to threatening or dangerous surroundings. At the end of the day, the FFDE is a phenomenon based on our peripheral vision facial detection skills, since our brain just likes to assume that all faces are normal at first glance. I'd also like to show you guys an illusion called the Thatcher illusion. Here's a normal image of me. Look how hot I am. Then we flip it around and oh wow, I'm hideous. Anyone can do this. All it takes is a photo editing software. All you gotta do is flip your eyes and flip your mouth upside down and then flip that image 180 degrees. This illusion is the best supporting evidence as to how our brain just assumes a face that we're looking at is normal. Visual perception theory. This is what the creepiest phenomenons and illusions fall under. Visual perception is the ability to see, organize, and interpret one's environment, aka our brains just assuming things. If you're this deep into the video and for some reason you don't believe that our brains don't assume things for us, let's take a look at this video. This mask is not going to change in direction of rotation.
Is that Charlie Chaplin?
However, our brains do like to assume that it's facing us. Now, there are a lot of examples of the visual perception theory, though that video
I've seen something like that before.
The easiest and best one. The way I like to explain it is just assuming. Our brains just think they know everything. I don't know why. I don't know why she thinks she knows everything. The next theory for visual perception is called the bottom-up theory, and that means understanding a concept's individual components before we understand the whole thing. For example, if you were to individually analyze my mouth and eyes in this image without me rotating it, after some time you'd be like, wait, that's not right. But that's simply too much work for us, so we'd rather much let our brains do the work for us and assume that a face is a normal face. So, to end this video off, this image is creepy because it falls under the uncanny valley. And also, he's pretty fucking ugly.
True. Telenoid's fucking awesome, though.
Hey
I
guys,
kind of want a
thanks for
Telenoid.
watching the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. You made it to the end of the video. You like me to some degree. And if you haven't already, make sure to follow me on Instagram. And I'll see you guys
How old is
next time
Telenoid?
I upload.
How long has that been around? Is that a new thing or an old thing? It has to be old, right? (2011) Released in 2010. God, it's so fucking cool. Like, I love the idea of it, but the price I don't like, and also I would stop liking it very quickly and just start to probably be a little disturbed by it. Oh, they even have one with a nutsack on it, I guess.